Shalom, Israel, shalom.
Shalom.
And I'm Yaakov, this is Tevin, and we're going to break down Joshua 14. All praises. All right, whenever you're ready, brother.
Joshua 14 verse 1 says, "And these are the country which the children of Israel inherited in the land of Canaan, which Eleazar the prince, the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel distribute for inheritance to them."
Mm-hmm. So we're in Israel, we're dividing, with the people of Israel, not the country. But we're in Israel with the Israelites, and we're dividing up property, and we're just in the midst of getting all this property divided up amongst us after we came out of the wilderness. All right?
By lot was their inheritance, as the Lord Yahweh God commanded by the hand of Moses, for the 9 tribes and for the half tribe.
Right, so it's talking about, when it says by lot was their inheritance, so it's talking about the land of Canaan. The land of Canaan is our property. It was inherited to us. Go ahead.
For Moses had given the inheritance of the 2 tribes and half tribe on the other side Jordan, but unto the Levites he gave none inheritance among them.
Right, so we just read that in 13, that he didn't give the Levites anything. Because that's, Israel is the lowest portion, but he's the Lord, and we're his holy people. The Israelites are his holy people, and the Most High, he has holy people within his holy people, which are the Levites. All right?
For the children of Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. Therefore they gave no part unto the Levites in the land, save cities to dwell in, with their suburbs for their cattle and for their substance.
Right, suburbs are just the outer spaces of town, the outer spaces. The same way we use it now, outer spaces of town. And so it's saying that Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. So whenever you read Obadiah, let's go there real quick. Obadiah 1, and I believe it's 18.
Obadiah 1 and 18. It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be fire." Excuse me. "The house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame."
Right, so when it's saying the house of Joseph a flame, it's talking about Manasseh and Ephraim. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Right, so I just wanted to show that real quick. We can go back.
Yes, sir.
For the children of Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. Therefore they gave no part unto the Levites in the land, save cities to dwell in, with the suburbs for the cattle, for their cattle and for their substance. Go ahead.
As the Lord Yahweh God commanded Moses, so the children of Israel did, and they divided the land. Then the children of Judah came unto Joshua in Gilgal, and Caleb the son of
Jephunneh,
the
Kenizzite,
said unto him, "Thou knowest the thing that the Lord Yahweh God said unto Moses, the man of God, concerning me and thee in..."
You on your own on that one.
Kadesh Barnea.
That'll work. Kadesh Barnea.
40 years.
So notice it said Jephunneh the Kenizzite. So sometimes you could be. So Caleb is an Israelite. So you could be named sometimes the city that you grew up in, because sometimes they will call Yahushai of Nazareth. You know, so that's where he wasn't born there, but he was raised there, which was like the ghetto place to live. But they call you sometimes where you come from. That's what they call you. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because Caleb was, in fact, an Israelite. All right.
Okay. 40 years old was I when Moses, the servant of the Lord Yahweh God, sent me from Kadesh Barnea to spy out the land. And I brought him word again as it was in my heart.
SB is spy.
I don't know how I guessed that.
Okay.
I was like, this just don't make sense. Nevertheless,
So what's being said here? So what is 6 and 7 saying? Then the children of Judah came unto Joshua in Gilgal, and Caleb, son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, said unto him. So Caleb is talking to Joshua. Everybody understand?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Said unto him, you know the thing that Yahweh God said unto Moses, the man of God, concerning me and you in Kadesh Barnea. Right?
Yes, sir.
Right? So Caleb is saying to Joshua, remember what God said to Moses concerning us. Con? Okay, then 7. 40 years old was I when Moses, the servant of the Lord Yahweh, sent me from Kadesh Barnea to spy out the land, Espy, to spy out the land, and I brought him word again as it was mine heart. That makes sense to anybody? I was 40 years old when Moses sent me out to spy. Right?
Yes, sir.
And I brought him word again as it was my heart. So I did what he asked me to do. Right?
Yes, sir.
The spirit was on me to do that. I had my mind was straight and I can do that because I was young and I was fit. That's what he's basically saying. I was a young man and I did exactly what I was asked to do. I was capable then. Keep going. What's 8?
Nevertheless, my brethren that went up with me made the heart of the people melt. But I wholly followed the Lord Yahweh my God.
I did exactly what Yahweh God asked me to do. Go ahead.
And Moses swore on that day, saying, surely the land whereon thy feet have trodden shall be thine inheritance.
And Moses swore on that day, saying that that land that my feet was on was going to be mine. Go ahead. And thy children's.
And thy children's forever, because thou hast wholly followed the Lord Yahweh my God.
Right.
That land was the promised land. Land flowing with milk and honey. I had like a precept for that.
You got a precept?
Yeah. Numbers 14, 6 and 8. It says, and Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes, and they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through to search it is an exceeding good land. If the Lord Yahweh God delight in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it us, a land which floweth with milk and honey.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was Numbers,
Numbers 14, 6, 7, and 8.
and that was for 9.
Yes.
All right. Verse 10.
Verse 10 says,
So keep in mind, Caleb basically said, I want my peace. Right?
yeah,
I was asked to do certain things when I was 40, and I did that. So I want my peace. You'll break me off. Right? Verse 10.
and now, behold, the Lord Yahweh God have kept me alive. And he said, these 45 years, even since the Lord Yahweh God spake this word unto Moses, while the children of Israel wandered in the wilderness. And now, lo, every time I see lo, I always like to say, check this out.
Right. Exactly.
I am this day 85 years old.
Mm-hmm. So I was 40 then, but now I'm older. What are you going to say, Will?
I was going to say he's 85 now.
Right. So, all right, let's keep going.
As yet I am as strong this day as I was in the day that Moses sent me.
Mm-hmm.
As my strength was then, even so is my strength now.
Mm-hmm.
For war, both to go out and to come in.
Right. He said I'm 85 years old now. I'm just as strong as I was then. I'm still somebody you could use. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So what he's doing is making himself relevant today because I'm no different than I was then. But he's giving him more reason to understand he deserves his peace. I deserve my property, yo. Go ahead, for me and my family. Go ahead.
Now therefore give me this mount. Now therefore give me this mountain, whereof the Lord Yahweh God spake in that day. For thou heardest in that day how the Anakims were there, and that the cities were great and fenced. If so, the Lord Yahweh God will be with me, then I shall be able to drive them out, as the Lord Yahweh God said.
Go ahead.
And Joshua blessed him, and gave unto Caleb the son of Zephaniah Hebron for an inheritance.
Right, so he gave Caleb Hebron. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So Hebron is, and now notice what he said about that. Go back up. Let me see what he said. Read 12 again.
Now therefore give me this mountain, whereof the Lord Yahweh God spake in that day. For thou heardest in that day how the Anakims were there, and that the cities were great and fenced. So be the Lord Yahweh God will be with me, then I shall be able to drive them out, as the Lord Yahweh God said.
Right. Give me this mountain whereof the Lord Yahweh God spake in that day. So he's wanting some property where the Most High God at one time dwelled. You understand that? Mm-hmm. So he's not asking for a corner in the back somewhere. Y'all understand that?
Yes, sir.
He's not asking for an office on the first floor. He's asking for a penthouse. He's asking for some prime property. This is where the Most High was dwelling, in that mountain. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And this is an important mountain to our people. So Hebron is it's in the Judean mountains, which is the Judea is in the Judean mountains, and it's like 20 miles southwest of Jerusalem. That's where this place is. Sarah died there. Sarah died there, and her husband buried her in a cave there in Hebron. And David was 7 years king there before he moved our capital to Jerusalem. So that place is important in our nation. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Right. So there's a lot of different things that happen in that area. All right. Whenever you're ready, we are on 14.
Hebron therefore became the inheritance of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite,
Mm-hmm.
and to this day, because that he wholly followed the Lord Yahweh God of Israel.
Right. So right now, if so, that land is our property. Like all these lands are our property. And that's how the Most High, that's why I said to this day, until now, that's still stolen property. Israel, that's still stolen property. It never goes away. That's still stolen property. No matter what they've done with it, no matter how long they've been there, that's still, until this day, it's still considered stolen. So, like certain places, like certain crimes go away after a certain amount of years in this country. Not with the Most High. Not with the Most High. Not with the Most High. And we are blessed that we have that type of God. We are blessed because the stuff they did to us, there's no way you can repay that. But he said he's going to punish them double to what they did to us. That's the only payment that's fair. That's the only, you can't give back what they took from us. They're going to pay twice as much. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And that still ain't going to satisfy us and the Most High. Because we're going to continue doing that for 1,000 years. After 1,000 years of us enslaving them, then we're going to take the chains off of them. And then they're going to start working for minimum wage. It's never going to be, so understand this. It's never going to be, because some Israelites may think after 1,000 years, we take the chains off, everybody's going to be even. Everybody's going to be equal. It's never going to be equal. They're going to work for us, minimum wage, forever. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
That's forever. Forever, ever. Right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all did that. Okay. And also, and just to put it in perspective, at that time, we will never have death again. We won't die. We will be in our spiritual bodies, right?
Yes, sir.
Celestial bodies that we will have. But they won't have celestial bodies. All the other nations will not. They will die and come back, die and come back, die and come back, die and come back. We won't die anymore. There will be no more death. Death is, the Most High says, our last enemy. That's our last enemy in Revelation. When he's gone, there's no more enemy for us. There are going to be evil spirits in the kingdom of heaven. There's still going to be demons in the spirit, but they won't be able to mess with us. They're going to be messing with them. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
That's when we're really going to take charge and control those spirits. We're going to tell those spirits to go here, go there, go here, go there. Leave him alone. Get him twice as much. We're going to control them. And remember, we're going to be judging the angels. We're going to be moving them how we want to. The Most High love us, y'all. The Most High love us, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
God love us raggedy, poor niggas and speak so much. We're going to control the angels in the kingdom of heaven like that? Yes. Yes. That's why Yahweh Shai told them, and most people look over this. They look over this. Yahweh Shai was bringing people from death to life. Little girls, men, giving them eyesight, doing all these things. He said, bruh, y'all going to be doing stuff way better than this. This ain't nothing. But they're like, you bringing these to life, we can't even do that. Don't sweat that. Don't sweat that. Y'all gonna be doing stuff bigger than that. Y'all understand?
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. So remember, that's what we're fighting for. All right, let's keep going. Was that 14?
Yes, sir.
So we're going to 15 now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, praise.
In the name of Hebron before
Kirjathabar.
Kirjathabar,
Bar.
Kirjathabar, which
Arba.
was a great man among the Anakims, and the land had rest from war.
Right. So, Kirjathabar, it's another name that you, so sometimes you may read in other books that Kirjathabar is spelled Kiri instead of a J. And some of the, like some of the original King James 1611, because at that time, remember, they hadn't created the letter J. So in some older books, it's Kiri, not Kirj. And it's also another name that they go back. 'Cause sometimes the names that we read sometimes could be Greek, or sometimes can be a Babylonian text, which is from the Arabs. So sometimes they're like Nebuchadnezzar or Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar is his Greek translation. Nebuchadnezzar is closer to the original. It says it's the original, but I take that with a grain of salt. So we have Greek names, translations, and Hebrew and Babylonian. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Right. So sometimes, because I'm sure most people notice the names are spelled different sometimes, but it's the same people, but it's spelled different. Like Nebuchadnezzar, for example. Right. Most people don't know who he is until you read and learn that he's Nebuchadnezzar. Right.
Yes, sir.
Right. All right. So that is Joshua 14 breakdown, and with that we say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.